Black-eyed children. Real encounters people still can't explain, and most paranormal stories begin with something dramatic. This one begins quietly. A knock at the door. Usually late at night, usually after dark. Usually when the person inside is alone, the children standing outside appear normal at first. Pale skin, ordinary clothes, calm voices. They ask for help, to use a phone, to come inside, to wait out the cold, and then the person notices the eyes. Completely black, no whites, no pupils, no reflection. This is the black-eyed children phenomenon, a collection of eyewitness reports dating back at least to the 1990s, described by people who insist they were fully awake, sober, and aware when it happened. What makes these cases different from urban legends is not how frightening they are, it's how consistent they are. The earliest widely documented reports appeared in the United States, particularly in Texas and the Midwest. Journalists, police officers, and ordinary homeowners described encounters that followed the same pattern. A knock, a request, a strong feeling of fear, and an overwhelming sense that letting the children inside would be a mistake. In many reports, the fear does not feel imagined. Witnesses describe a sudden, intense dread that overrides logic. Some report physical symptoms, nausea, shaking, cold sweats, heart palpitations, even before they notice the eyes. Only after the children look up does the encounter fully change. The children do not act aggressive. They do not shout. They do not threaten. They simply repeat their request, calmly and insistently. Let us in. We won't hurt you. We need help. And yet, witnesses describe the same thought entering their mind without explanation. Do not open the door. Several cases involve adults encountering black-eyed children at gas stations, parking lots, or apartment buildings. In these situations, the children often refuse to enter well-lit areas and ask the adult to come closer instead. When questioned, the children's answers are vague or evasive. They do not provide clear names. They avoid details. They repeat phrases as if rehearsed. Then there are the eyes. Witnesses consistently describe them as matte black, not reflective like animal eyes, and not glossy like contact lenses. In some reports, the eyes appear to absorb light rather than reflect it. This detail appears again and again across unrelated testimonies. After the encounter ends, usually when the adult refuses entry or leaves the area, many witnesses report lingering effects, nightmares, insomnia, anxiety lasting days or weeks, a persistent sense of being watched. Some report electronic malfunctions shortly after. Others claim pets reacted aggressively or refused to approach doors or windows that night. These claims are anecdotal, but the pattern is difficult to ignore. Skeptics argue that black-eyed children encounters are the result of psychological phenomena. One explanation involves threat perception bias. Humans are biologically wired to fear abnormalities in eyes, as eye contact is central to social trust. When the brain perceives something off, fear responses escalate rapidly. Another explanation points to memory contamination. Once a story enters popular culture, later experiences may unconsciously conform to it. But this explanation struggles with early reports, many of which predate widespread internet sharing, and with the level of physical reaction described by witnesses. Others suggest misidentification. Children with dark sclera conditions, poor lighting, fatigue, alcohol. Yet many witnesses explicitly state the encounters occurred under streetlights, porch lights, or indoor lighting, and that the eyes were unmistakable. There's also the issue of behavior. Children rarely approach strangers alone at night. They rarely knock on doors without adults nearby. They rarely insist on being let inside rather than asking for help openly. And yet these behaviors appear repeatedly in black-eyed children reports. A small number of folklorists have noted similarities between these encounters and older legends. Stories of beings that require permission to enter appear across cultures, from European folklore to North American traditions. In many of these stories, refusal prevents harm. Whether these parallels are coincidence or something deeper is impossible to prove. What keeps the phenomenon alive is that reports continue to emerge. Even in recent years, people have described encounters that match the same structure, despite having no prior knowledge of the phenomenon. In online forums, some describe learning about black-eyed children after their experience, only to feel disturbed by how closely the descriptions match what they saw. This creates a feedback loop that is difficult to dismiss outright. The black-eyed children phenomenon occupies an uncomfortable space. It does not fit neatly into ghost sightings. It does not resemble classic alien encounters. It lacks physical evidence yet leaves strong psychological impact. And unlike many paranormal stories, it does not escalate. There is no climax, no chase, no reveal. Just a moment where a person feels, with absolute certainty, that something is wrong. That certainty is the most unsettling part, because fear caused by imagination fades quickly. Fear caused by instinct does not. So the question remains, are black-eyed children a psychological phenomenon? The brain misfiring under stress and darkness? Are they a shared hallucination shaped by human threat detection? Or are they something else entirely, something that only appears when invited? Whatever the answer, one fact remains consistent across decades of reports. Every witness who refused entry believes they made the right choice. And every witness who hesitated says the same thing. They have never forgotten the eyes.